Welcome to this video. Today we are gonna watch Astralis. I'm actually live on stream right now, so go check out my stream if you don't know it already. But today we are gonna watch Astralis against Vitality on nuke. They have been struggling a lot in general on their T sides. I've watched most of their games, but I haven't like dived completely into them and done like a big analyze as I will do today, but let's check it out. Like, I just want to quickly see, like, in general, how they have been doing. Like, actually here they did pretty good against Mouse, but yeah, I feel like their T side have been struggling a lot, and they also struggle against Vitality here. I do think the CT side is really good. Like, they have so good players, and I think with time they will obviously get a lot better on the T side. They have had a lot of problems, but I think that with 2 months prep, or like after the New Year's, they will have a lot more time to dive into things and get better. Yeah, but let's have a look, see what they did against Vitality. The Twitch chat is trolling now. But yeah, let's get into it. So Sip and Glaive with nades here. It's a quick internet, so I guess they wanna go vent. Yeah. It's a pretty common pistol, like, to do the inside nades. The Molo on top of hot basically just does that. They can't peek from hot. They know they can only peek from this area, and they are using the flash. I would actually say that it would be better that they flash main, just because if he's standing here, he gets more blind. The flash behind CT vent will not make the guy peeking here as blind. It will only make this guy more blind. So I would recommend that next time they do this pistol, they flash main instead. But let's get back to the pistol here. I actually didn't really see what happened here, but anyway, it's mostly about the tactic here. I think it's a small thing that they can do better. But a 2-on-2 and Shox and Misuta just have really good positions now. Like, Config have no idea, and that's a pretty easy win. But yeah, I definitely think they can do that better with the flash there. But anyway, like, they got the first kill and got under. I honestly didn't see what happened. I was so focused on the flash that I didn't see the other stuff. But yeah, we'll fast forward this round because it's just a deagle with 4 Glocks. There's no point using a lot of time on this. Nothing special. Running out ramp. Pretty easy kills. How it should be. Let's see what they decide for the first weapon round here. Doing the smoke for vent. Pretty usual. So yeah, just make people doubt if somebody is in vent. In general, I would say, like, people are so good now to counter the vent dives, so it's pretty hard to get down to vent. But it does happen sometimes in games, and obviously it really depends on how the CGs are doing, like what details are they doing. You see Shox here, he just smoked the Molo and went close, and that does so. Yeah, basically Astralis can't get into vent at all. It seems like just a default here did some pressure on vent in the beginning. And then we'll see. They're probably just gonna go out and do some smokes. Let's see what smokes they do. I guess this is the D2. Flame catches epics beforehand. Nothing really special in this. They're just doing the D2 smokes and going back lobby, and yeah, they're ready for the pushers lobby. So pretty straightforward round. Like, Vitality have shitty guns. Astralis knows it, so Glaive's call. Glaive, I don't know if it was like if they wanted to go heavy yard before Blame got the kill, but as soon as Blame got the kill, they just rotated back to lobby with because they know that they are probably gonna push lobby with the bad weapons. So pretty easy and good round. What is this smoke? They're just doing the standard flip side smokes, as we call them. Flame going down secret, Glaive outside, and 3 lobby. This is one thing that I feel like they have done a lot, and Blame dies as entry here. Like, I feel like they have done this a lot with Blame alone outside, and it gets kinda readable, and especially now, like, and I also saw the game live, so some of the things I've seen, but yeah, it's pretty obvious that they like to do this, and like a usual call here that they're doing also is to just go ramp. They obviously fake a bit inner, a really shitty fake, but they can't do so much because they don't have utility, and they go ramp on Saivu, and Saivu just gets like easy kills. And Glaive wanna lurk outside, and that's also very common. It's something that they also do a lot. So for Vitality, it's really readable. But it also gets rough as T when you lose the first kill, especially when it's like Blame F in secret, because then you have so much information. And like in general, when I have seen them, they have not gone many secret. They have mostly gone like Blame F secret. So Vitality can also take that into account and know that they're probably many lobby. But Apex did the molo that Astralis has found as CT. They're basically moloing here, and it's a thing that Astralis found and used, and one event later everyone is using it. It's a pretty annoying molo because you can't get info fast. The only way to get info is if you jump behind the box here, and that's risky because if Vitality want, they can just put a AWP here and hold the jump while they are molotoving here. So they basically make sure that Astralis have no info. Config can maybe go silo and have info that they're not going secret fast. But that's also risky because like the CTs can take a good position when they molo here. Like they can stand here and hold silo, or they can even like go here and spot silo. So it's a big risk for the T's to peak, and yeah. So Astralis basically found a good molo, and they are fucking themselves on it because people are stealing it, and that's just how it is. But yeah, at default again, they're doing the smoke vent again. This time, they just did a smoke in front of main. They got ship down, which is pretty good. I guess like the smoke main is maybe to take attention from the main guy, so that ship can go down vent. Let's actually see what they're doing here on the vent again, just to see how they get it, or what kind of grenades they're doing. Ship drops a smoke, which is nice. So Lucky gets it after he did this. Molo top hut, Molo main, and this smoke as well. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I think like Vitality didn't focus on vent this time because in general like people will double Molo door 2 times and then they can smoke it afterwards. But maybe I don't know why they didn't do it, but yeah, that would be the usual counter to not get someone down vent. Like right now I feel like Astralis have a good situation with ship down, so the question is what are they gonna do from it. Seems like they will do the default smokes and go for secret with ship down vent. And the good part about this is Vitality doesn't know that ship is down vent. Like they can think that they can maybe say like maybe someone is down vent, but they don't know for sure. And we're probably gonna see like here Shocks is gonna go down vent, so he actually has no idea. So yeah. But luckily for Vitality they were already Apex down. And Masuta with the kill. I actually think that yeah, it's a good risk from Vitality that they go 2 under with like Apex makes the right rotation here. He goes under and risk it and hope that they will come under. Astralis obviously had a good position and Vitality had no idea, like they didn't even think it was possible that someone was down vent, which I think is a pretty big mistake from Vitality, to be honest, because Shock should know that it's possible because he only did 1 Molo. But yeah, Epic saves the day and Masuta is also playing Ram, so he's fast rotation. As soon as they're getting contact, they are basically like 3 down under already. So a pretty straightforward round from them. One thing that I like to do in my team, especially in this scenario, this would be like when we got the 1 down vent and the opponent team knew about it. I would do the smokes like Astralis did and go no one under, and the guy that is down vent will just actually I got this wrong. I actually got this wrong. When we had a guy down vent and they knew about it, like we made noise or we are sure that they are aware that we can be down vent, then we would do the smoke main and the smoke here and go under instead of these smokes, because if you do these smokes it's less obvious that you're going secret a lot. They might think that we are going around heaven. And another thing you can do, if the opponent team doesn't know that you have 1 guy down vent, which Shocks didn't know here, like they couldn't. I think Shocks should have been more aware that it was possible, but when they don't know, what you can do is just do the 4 smokes or do the default smokes, get the guy down vent from the CT, and our guy who is down and vent just get a free kill, but instead of going down secret you just go door. So that's basically an easy way to, like, there's 2 ways to fuck them, whether they know you are down vent or whether they don't know you are down vent. But it's hard sometimes to completely understand if they know or don't know. Maybe it was not good explained, but I hope you got some of the points at least. What smokes do they do now? The G2 smokes, the Deagle armor. But overall, I think it was a okay call from Astralis. The only problem is that they have a hard time in that round. They have a hard time to rotate anywhere else because Soup is down vent, who is normally the lobby guy, and they are all four going secret. So they have a hard time rotating out of that, or have a guy like get a kill somewhere on the rotation. For example, when they kill Shocks, if they had one guy lobby, he could maybe lurk outdoor because Shocks died, and they could come up vent and get A side. But instead, they end up killing Shocks. They how many did they die? Maybe 2, and then they kept going under. And there, if they had one guy lobby, they could go A instead of vent, instead of Misuta getting 2 kills. But anyway, that's a lot of analyzing on one round, but I hope you understand what I mean. 2 entries with Deagle. But yeah, there's a lot of fun details, like when you have a guy down vent, there's so many options and so many mind games. What are they thinking? What should we do? And so on. Like yeah, there are a lot of details in that, and it's hard to master because you don't exactly know how the CTs will react in any given situation. But you can try and force their mindset to be something which I just tried to explain. 2v3 here. They get control. Yeah, I don't think Lucky should be peeking that, but yeah, they are 2v3. Maybe they should have talked about lane coming control to peek single, and then Lucky could peek. But the problem for Lucky is that he doesn't know if somebody will come ramp, so it's hard for him. But they could have gotten maybe blame up to the windows. Let's see what they do now. I think this is the inner hit. That's fast. It's Godson. Yeah. It's the old Godson tactic. Which when I played, it got out of the meta because people were so ready for it. But yeah, I guess like these tactics go in and out of the meta. When people haven't used it for a while, and in general, like, you can always, at some point, if you call it at the right time, you will catch people off guard. Basically, this tactic is that you smoke the vent, like you are going down vent as usual, and you are doing the smoke in every default, so it's hard to know from the CTs, like, are they going on it or not going? Do they want to do the guts and pop or not? But you basically do one flash just in the smoke, or like right outside the smoke. You do molotov pot, and we also like to do the flashes behind side from the roof. So you get this flash and you get flashes behind the side, because the flashes behind the side doesn't get the guy going outdoor blind, and they get blind like OP, and they get blind heaven, they get blind basically everywhere around here. So the door guy gets such a good, if he gets the first guy, it should be a really, really good situation for UST. But let's just try and watch it again just to see what goes wrong, because they get the first kill and from there it goes pretty wrong. But yeah, let's see it from Flame will do the entry flash. Conjure gets the kill, gets out. I guess they are not doing, are they not doing the flashes behind the site? I want to see it again. I'm sorry guys, I just want to see what they're doing. Yeah, it's a crystal tactic from Godsend. Okay, they do sky flash from Zip. And what does Glaive do? He does... He actually failed the first flash he got to here. But yeah, they're doing the flash behind side. Sadly, this guy didn't get time because he was in the right position just at the right time. I don't know if that's anti-strat or if it was just lucky from the guy's side that he was standing in that position at the right time. But felt like they should have gotten more out of that round with the entry and the guy's side being so low. Then get a flash from a teammate, which is pretty nice because they're ready for the aggressive. So that's just good awareness. He gets the flash from Glaive. They're doing the G2 smokes. We call these 3, or we called them that at least. This time Blame just playing passive, having info. They're taking ramp. This should be a really good position for Astralis. Basically, Vitality is completely split up now. 2 seconds, guys. I thought I heard someone. Can you lower? Yeah, I can lower the in-game sound so you can hear me better. But yeah, this should be honestly an unlosable round for Astralis, I feel like. They get RAM control and they have Flame F holding outside. Let's see what happens. Maybe not an unlosable situation, let's see. That's a problem. Oh shit. That sucks. I feel like Blame is going too much out of the round there. Like he can't help them before it's too late there. Maybe he thought that they would save or something and he could just stay silo and get easy kills, but yeah. Is it hard to hear me? I'll try to take the mic closer to the mouth. We can also turn the volume a bit more down. Rush door. Simple but easy call. It also goes wrong. I actually want to see what they're throwing there. What kind of details they have gone into with the... I don't understand why the mic seems to be so low now. Hello? I hope it's good. Let me know if it's bad. Okay, let's see what they're throwing. Yeah, they have one guy throwing sky flash to the... And then they just flash main a lot. No molo on top of hot. Honestly, like, I would do this a lot differently. Basically, like, Lucky does the sky flash very early. So I feel like they should at least set one guy off to doing sky flashes. Like one guy to do 2 bounce flashes down hot. But yeah, I like the flashes main because it blinds the main guy. It also blinds the guy who are around here if he's peeking. But I think the sky flashes behind the side is really important. Just if a guy stands up there somewhere, or if a guy is peeking heaven and helping the guys, he gets completely blind. So you're taking away the rotation completely, and you can focus solely on the guy on the guys inside and kill them. But I just want to quickly see it again. I actually want to see it from the CT's point of view. Also, like, one thing is that yeah, when they don't molo on top of hot, it gets pretty risky as well. Like, one guy can hide up there. Like, he gets completely blind in the beginning, but right here, if they have one guy flashing behind sight when they are already out, like, they have no, I feel like Kyojin have no chance of getting those kills, and they can come a lot closer to sight and kill him. And then they should also put one guy T-vent to just hold heaven when Saivu rotates. But at this point, Kyojin gets 2 kills first, and then Saivu can kill the next, and then Kyojin the last. So yeah, to cut it short, they need one guy to do flashes behind the side. Just to touch a bit more on that, I would also argue that, like, I think it could be nice to have one guy going hot, like 3 guys going door, one guy hot, one guy doing the sky flashes, because that way you can, if you have a guy hot, he can push out. If not, if he doesn't kill the side guy, let's say just the side guy gets killed, then there's also a big chance that he kills the heaven guy when he rotates in. But yeah, when you're going all 4 door, it's really easy for the CT to just focus all on door. But again, there might be a reason for it. Maybe there's something with the anti-strat. Like, right now I'm just only focusing on this game, you know. Like, there can also be some anti-strat about it, because I know that Astralis did a lot of fast hot in other games where they popped hot, like, after maybe 3 seconds or 2 seconds, they go out hot fast. So it might be something with that, you know, that, but we'll never know. The G2 smokes, this time going blame. This is a pretty common, we should have got that one, unlucky. But yeah, this is a pretty common thing to do. Blame F also like to do it a lot in complexity. Again, like 3 guys lobby. This time it's config outside as well together with blame. But yeah, Vitality have really not had any success with this lobby crunch. But they're basically doing it because they feel like they don't have any control outside, and they want to take back control. It's a pretty common thing to do, but it doesn't work out for them at all here. Also, like, I remember seeing it live, and I think it was Kyojin, he standed under the ladder, so Lucky just get an easy kill from on top of the ladder. If Vitality gets in better positions, like, they could even just have one guy here and one guy hiding hot, and this guy gets first contact. But because Lucky gets the first kill from here, then Shock suddenly have to be careful of the roof, and yeah, Sup just peeks back lobby. So I think it was just about Kyojin not getting in a good position or taking the wrong position that fucked it up. But yeah, as you see, here was the hot pop that I talked about, that they have been doing a lot. It is one of the things, I feel like it's one of the few things that have worked on the T side, like this hot pop have really worked good in officials, but the problem is people are really aware of it after some time, and yeah, especially now, like Vitality knows it's gonna come, but they anyway can't do anything. It's also the reasons why they call it so late, like why Glaives call it late in the match, so they are less aware of it. This time they did the 3 Navi smokes. I actually just wanna take some time here just to see exactly what Astralis are throwing, and maybe you can steal it for your. Maybe you can steal it from for your team. Hunten is here. Hunten is here. The guy on T roof with Molotov hut and double flash backside. You mean on the door rush or what? But yeah, he could do that as well. But yeah, I think the door rush was not a good execute. Okay, so yeah, this is just the usual flashes behind side. So what they're doing is basically just smoke to vent. They do the fast Navi smokes. Then they have one guy doing intro flash door. They have Glaive doing the flashes behind side. Flame and config out hot and super out door on the flash. So it's a really, I like this tactic a lot, and it's also why it's so successful. Like, it's hard for the A players to do a lot against it because they get crunched from both sides and the flashes are really OP. One thing, like, if you do anti, then maybe you can just stand here and spray them down when they're running in, because the flash behind side, I don't think he gets blind if he stands like here or something. I don't know if we have to think about it. I don't think this position, I don't know if he can make it to here, but if he could make it to here, this would maybe also be good. I'm not sure if he gets, I think the flash is behind side, he doesn't get blind off if he gets to this position, but if he's here, he will 100% get fucked as he gets completely blind. But yeah, it's a really solid tactic. I'm sure that Vitality knew it would come at some point, but it's hard to always be aware of it also because Astralis is doing a lot of different things, like the rush door, they're smoking vent a lot, they did the godsend as well. So they have really done a lot of stuff like towards A. So it's really hard as CT to be ready for everything. Epic's doing the Molo again. I felt like it failed there, the Molo. Or is that how it should be? Because I think he could have gone in here and just not get spotted. But I actually remember this one. This config failed from Silo, like Cyber should 100% be dead. And this is also one of the things where they could have gotten an entry instead of like now they're 4v5 again and having problems. They did the G2 smokes again. They gets wrecked by Cyro. Like these rounds just feel so awful, like where you're just dying one by one. It's the worst as an in-game leader. Like this feeling where you're, yeah, it's one of the worst things. But it could have been very, very different if Country kills Cyber, right? Instead Cyber gets 3 kills here. One thing I do think that Astralis should, like, one of the things that I think Astralis was really, really good on before, like back when they were really dominant, they were so good at messing up the rotations. Like they would do the smokes outside, then after the smokes they would do like smoke main and get control over this area, or maybe they would just fake that they got the control and go secret. Like it would just all the time be. Sometimes they also did the smokes here, then they maybe had one guy going out here, then they went 3 ramp, 1 secret. So you all the time, like I feel like they used a lot more on getting this area, because once you get this area, it's very hard for the opponent to understand where you are going. But in these rounds, like when they're not doing the A pops, it's generally just blame F out here and then 3 lobby, maybe one guy staying out here. But yeah, I just felt like back in the days they were much better at getting control and messing up your rotations. Obviously people have also got a lot better, and maybe you can't do it to the same degree, but even in South, like I did a lot this with 3 Navi smokes here, and then when they were gone, I would smoke main and fake it as we go around heaven. And either we would go a lot around heaven, get control, or we would go like 4 towards secret, or yeah, sometimes it's just hard for the opponent. Like they can't really stack somewhere to be sure, and when you get this outside control, it's really hard as the CT. Like you also see Vitality, they are trying to react and take lobby and getting screwed on it every single time. So I feel like they're missing things where they go heavy, like towards heaven or faking they control heaven. Obviously they're getting a bit fucked even before they can do that right now, but yeah. This time the usual flip side smokes and 4 lobby again. Like this is what I mean, like I think they're doing too much where blame F is alone outside. And not really like, yeah, back in the day I feel like they would fake a lot with the smoke main and either take the control or just fake it. But right now they're just doing those smokes a lot, or the G2 smokes. Vitality just have Misuta under and 2 guys inside, Epic holding Saivu, so like they're feeling pretty comfortable here. And also like one thing I want to say, if Vitality is playing a lot with the ramp player rotation, then they should definitely use secret more, because if you do ramp rotation, secret is really the key to success. Obviously you don't know exactly what rotation they do every time, so, and I haven't looked into Vitality in the recent days, so I'm not sure, like, do they do the ramp rotation like 70% of the time, or what do they do? But here Vitality have 1 more smoke for door, and this is also one of the problems with being a lot lobby, is that if the CTs, which almost all teams, they are just using smoke store, and it makes it so easy for the CTs to read the game. I'm gonna come back to it here, but that's lucky. But yeah, just to touch a bit on it, like if the CTs are doing smoke store, which most pro teams are doing like 2 or 3 smoke store, then you get, if the Ts are not doing anything, like until it's like 45 or 40 seconds, if they don't go secret, obviously Misuta is playing here, so they actually don't have information if they are secret or not, which makes it better for Astralis. If Vitality had a player that played secret and had info, like for example just jiggle peeking with smoke or standing control and doing jump, you know, if they had that like till 45 seconds or like even 50 seconds or something, they would 100% just stack towards A, because it's so easy to read. And that's also why the smoke store are so crucial, because when you're doing the smokes outside, then the T's the CTs get such a good read. If nothing else is happening on the map, it's really obvious that they're going A and they can stack A. And this is also where Glaive needs to do mid-round call, like maybe to fake inside and go ramp. But even that, is very like, a lot of times on the pro teams, one guy will just stay ramp and it will also be pretty easy to read. So yeah, I feel like the problem is that they have like no one towards secrets a lot of the times, or like, yeah, I think they need to go less lobby and more towards around heaven and secrets to get control and to make it harder for the CTs. That's what I think. Let's see what they do in the last round. They did the run boost that I've seen a couple of times. They do the smoke main again. That obviously blocks vision, but how much does it really block? Like, yeah, now they blocked everything, but only for a few seconds because the first smoke is already out. And Cyber did the one way. Like, I feel like this is really easy to deal with for the CTs. If they did the 2 smokes faster, like both of the smokes, it would be harder, but maybe it's part of the plan that Glaive's peak. But then I feel like he should have peaked before this smoke is fading. But yeah, also a nice one way from Saiwu. Maybe we should take a look at how he throws that. But yeah, Saiwu pretty much have all info that they're not super faked inside and they're going secret. This is a pretty nice mid-round call. And yeah, Vitality have no one under. This should honestly be a win for Astralis, but it's just not because Masuta is too good. Damn. That's also just rough. This was a very nice call, and Vitality was not ready for this at all. Just Masuta too good. Yeah, I actually wonder if they should have done something different there. But let's go back and see the Saivu smoke, the bug smoke. Let's just see it real quick. On top of that one, then you got that smoke, guys. If you're playing AWP, like, this is such a easy and nice kill for him. Like, there's nothing to do there. But yeah, I think we got through the T side, and basically the CT side is not any rounds at all. They lose quite big. I think it's 16-3, or maybe they get a few rounds, but it's pretty much done. And I honestly just wanted to focus on the T side, but yeah, I think like the inner executes, like the door rush, they could definitely get better. The pistol, they could also flash here instead of here. And I think their hot pop is really nice. I think most teams should try and steal that. I also think the Godsend is pretty nice. They just missed. Yeah, I actually don't remember if they. I think they missed having. No, Glaive did that. Never mind. But yeah, the rush door they could definitely make better. Hot pop was really nice, and in general, other than that, I just think that they need to do more heavy secret, more heavy towards under heaven, but also like faking under heaven control as they did a lot in the past. Like, as I said, they would do a lot, like the smokes, maybe the G2 smokes. Then once they faded, they would have one guy faking around heaven control and then maybe running 3 out ramp. And this is like stuff that I feel like they're not doing so much anymore. And basically, if they do this, then they are making the rotation go towards outside, because he needs to deal with them maybe being around heaven, or he needs to help his mate if his mate is here. But no matter what, it will create space for Astralis to go ramp, and this is what they did a lot. Like they faked the outside, then around heaven, and then they went a lot ramp. Then suddenly you have so much control, and it's hard for the CTs to deal with, especially if you get the ramp. You have maybe one guy secret who can lurk or get control. Yeah, I just think they are missing heavy outside secrets, and I think they should definitely do that more. It was also something that, like, Glaive was really superb at calling a mid round when you fake this outside control and under heaven control. Like, it was really hard to deal with. But yeah, I think that was it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and see you next time.